What's going on, everybody? It's PapaStones coming back with another video. You know what time it is. It's Market Watch Wednesday, so we're going to jump right into this. Let's get things cracking. Oh, yeah, get this out of here. So we got Carbonite boosters for 276, Jump to Light Speed boosters for 73 cases. What else we got box wise? 60 for Twilight, 90 for Spark, and 60 for Shadows, 70 for Shadows, maybe. Shadows is honestly probably still the vibe, which is crazy. Jump to Lightspeed's cool, right? Shiny new cards and all. But Shadows still has a lot of bangers and they're pretty cheap. So moving on though. We're talking about Devastator. Hottest selling commodity right now. $22. It's kind of crazy to be honest. It's pretty low for the best card of the set. However, it does get the store showdown treatment, so I guess it makes sense, but it's kind of wild. Uh, Then we got Planetary Bombardment costs more than that because it doesn't have that. And I feel like the pull rate on them's pretty low overall. Maybe that's just my local area. I know some people said it also that they've missed on it. So maybe it's just a lower pull rate, but 27 for this bad boy is kind of crazy. It's a good card though. I get it. This one is insane. Okay. Falcons at 40, 41. Huh. That's that's something. I'm not sure why. I know Han didn't get nerfed. We already talked about that, so that was obvious. Maybe people are playing Kazuda or Quinlan or whatever, and people are back on the Falcon grind. But 40 for this bad boy is kind of crazy. I'd be willing to bet this is the most expensive legendary right now from Spark. Wow. Moving on though. Showcases. Han Solo unit. Same concept as Devastator. It's one of the better legendaries, but it's getting another printing, right? It's in the OP packs. So, not too surprised to see it down there. I'm not sure the pull rates on those. I've seen one, but that's it. So, who knows? Next up, we got Darth Vader Squadron or Scourge of Squadrons. I don't know why I'm Englishing hard right now. 17 bucks. Seems kind of steep to me, honestly. Haven't seen it in a lot of things currently, but it is still a Vader card. It's still technically playable, right? So who knows? It's not too bad. The Triple Dark Raid. I just want to go back a few months in time and think about when these were $3. I was telling you all to buy them. You want them now? I'll I'll cut you a deal. If you want to buy Triple Dark Raids, I'll sell you a set for $50. I'm serious. I have an extra set. But seriously though, $20. If you're not planning on playing Django, move them. It's crazy. Next up, we got Devastator. Finally, this guy has boomed up, right? Because this one don't count, right? It might, I don't know, but it seems a little off that he's at 12 and the rest of these are at 22. If this guy's actually selling them, you should buy these because they're creeping up. A lot of people are on the Piet and they want to play Piet. Piet is a good deck, and you are running Devastator in any color, right? So Devastator's good. Finally see it move up. It was $7 for the longest time. Another one creeping on up. 33 near mint foil. 34.50 for this bad boy. I'm appalled. I thought for sure we'd get another villainy ship that was this statted from this set. So I was planning on selling these, and we didn't get that. And I ate my words already, and now they're going up even higher for a 3-2 spaceship. So same concept as the triple dark raids. If you're not playing Django this set, and get rid of these, or Kylo specifically, right? Because they definitely go in Kylo. So um, showcases don't care, not my thing. What else we got here? Luke Skywalker is the highest selling rare at $8. Dang, it's kind of steep. If this upgrade would be, I mean, it's good, right? 3 cost for a 3-2 upgrade that also gets to go to the ground arena. It's definitely a good card. I don't hate this. I wonder, let's see. I mean, yeah, it's brand new. They're selling at this price though, pretty frequently. So I wouldn't say that's a bad move. I don't know if they hold that price tag to be honest, but who knows. Luke is finally. I just now noticed this. Luke and Vader are off the front page, which is crazy. And Luke's are 2750. Um, now would be the time. Should you just jump off of my chair to get up to that window? uh, besides the point, but 2750. This isn't a bad time to buy these if you want to use them. I I've been saying it forever, but I'm apparently wrong. I can't see these cards getting much lower though. I just think they're too good. Stolen AT Hauler though, on the other hand, $10. Hey, chill out back there. Come on. $10 isn't too crazy. Granted, I think this card was a little overhyped. The downside can be a little crazy if you don't pan it out right. Another rare Sabine's Masterpiece at $7-8. I think I'm not positive. I want to say I saw the prestige base version of this for like $12 or $10 the other day. If that's the case, then just buy those because they're super relative. But honestly, I don't think this card's worth that much. I think it's only good with green ECL or Hera, I guess, but Hera's not a good deck, so there's that. The yellow effect's pretty good too, but you have to stick the spaceship and then slowly attack, so I don't know. I just don't think it's that great. Moving on though. We got Darth Vader. 30 for moderately played, 30-50 for near mint. That's crazy work. RIP to the boy. There is not a lot of green villainy right now that's relevant though, so oh my god. What? What was this? 3-4 days ago? They sold at 275. Now you're trying to tell me 738? No chance. I don't usually click on showcases, but if you think you're getting 738 out of this, that's crazy. I can't imagine in 2 days that this did a $500 price jump. Wow. Okay, next up, we got an Avenger. 1950, 1975. That's about where it hangs out all the time. So I think Piet Blue's the best version, honestly, with the 30 HP base. I think Colossus is awful. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, Avenger definitely fits in there. Hyperspace, blah blah blah. Turbo Laser Salvo, $9. Maybe just because it's a Piet specific card, but and it is kind of expensive, I guess. Still a good card though. I don't hate that one for 9. Poe Dameron back to buying Shadows, right? $25 for this. Shadows Legendary is not a bad deal. Um, yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen. I'm assuming Sabine will still be around. I just haven't seen people on it or talking about it at all. So it's kind of hard for me to judge. Ooh, Bob Fett creeping 15. There we go. I think they were 10. They weren't 10. They were totally 10 at some point. Whatever. 15 though. I like Bob. Bob Good. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've seen people running it in new Boba Fett, Cad Bane. This card's a menace. Cad Bane again is a menace in there, right? That's like my favorite one, but who knows if that's competitive enough to beat Django. Will require more testing. I'm hoping there's PQs this season, right? Because I want to get some competitive reps in before Worlds on something different. I mean, granted, it'll be a different format, but still, kind of got sidetracked there. Cunning though, we got 15. Still a good card, right? Double Yellow Han's still going to be a house. All double aspect cards are worth owning, in my mind. I've said that since the beginning of Market Watch, way back whenever it was. So Cad Bane unit at 1477. It's not too bad. I mean, they've kind of taken a dive. I know Django's not playing these anymore, so maybe that's why it's kind of cruising down because it was in that in some instance. So I still think Cad Bane's a good card though. We're gonna start moving. What else we got? Another Han and foil aggression doubled aspect. Yeah, regular IG 2000 for 375 is not that surprising. $4, $5. That's not too surprising just because it's in the best deck and it's in a lot of decks, honestly, because it's just a good card. I think this is one of the best rares of the set. Definitely, I think this would cost more than Sabine's Masterpiece, but that's just me. No Glory Only Results, also a really good one, just because it gives you options to deal with things you wouldn't normally deal with, right? Raider, you don't take damage. You can take Lurking Tire Chewy. No Glory is a good card. Commandeer, I think we talked about this last week when we were talking about Jump to Light Speed specifically, but I still believe that if Django is as dominant as we're all assuming it's going to be, this card will just start hitting the main board. And yeah, so if you don't have your Commandeers, you should grab them. That's definitely something I would say would be worthwhile. Because if worst case, if it's not, they'll probably be sideboarded. So hey, look, Speen's Masterpiece for $12. That's what we were talking about earlier. Snoke though, Snoke is creeping down, huh? 16-ish. I don't know about that. I think this is a rough take. I think Snoke is still a fantastic card against what's currently around, right? Like maybe it gets worse slightly because Django goes more top end now. Like they're on a lot more, like well, not a lot more, but possibly 3 more 6 drops, and they can be on the 8 drop if they want. Um, Maybe it's a little worse now, but I still think this just shuts down so much it's worth having. Victor Leader's okay. We're not really going to talk about that. I haven't seen a relevant spot. Ahsoka is pretty good, I think. It's kind of does what these decks generally tend to want to do, right? Like in Han, you could play this or Kira. You could play both. In what's it's called in Quinlan, you play this because it's a force unit. Enables your force throws too. It's just a good card. Uh, Definitely not anything to scoff at. The foil edition of Luke Skywalker is cheaper. Okay, we're gonna move on. Black one, another good one, I think. Just kind of a generic 2/3. Obviously, it's better in Poe or if you're playing pilots, but pretty good card in Kazuda, I think. So, Red 3, I think I was a little off about this. I figured people would still be playing this because of all the spaceships, right? But it's kind of understated compared to all the spaceships. So, maybe, I don't know. I bet you Sabine will still be on it. Who knows, though? Trench runs, whatever. Another cheaper foil version of the AT Hauler. Now there are 2 of them. I'm not too surprised to see this one going down. It was pretty much last set only in Cad Bane, and in my current Cad Bane list, I've dropped this, so I'm not too surprised there. But who knows? Maybe it goes up. Maybe they find a home for it, but it's kind of unlikely. Fire spray foil, sideways boys for $9. All the carbonite, besides serialize, everything carbonite has tanked. Ghost at $3, not too surprising. I think this card's horrible. Hera doesn't really do anything, so yeah, no big shocker there. I thought it would be cheaper than that, to be honest, but whatever. Super Laser Blast, they showed, I don't know if you guys have seen it, they showed some of the prize wall or prize pack, I don't know what it was, for Worlds, and Super Laser Blast was one of the cards, and it looked sick. So, definitely on the list of things I'm interested in from Worlds, but that's a talk for another time, right? 1850 for Prestige for Red 5. Annihilator, $5. That's actually not that bad. I figured it'd be cheaper just because it's so niche and it generally is sideboarded. I guess Piet can mainboard it because it can only cost them 9 at some points. Hotshot Blaster, though, I mean, it's still $6. It was 10 at one point, right? 12. Yeah, it was 12 at one point. So it's not bad. Still a good card, though. Definitely need Hotshot Blaster in a few things. Unity of Purpose. It actually has a purpose now. I know there's been that Rex deck floating around that's running this. I mean, who knows if it's that good, but it has more of a purpose than like Scrambled TIE Fighters. So there is that. Keep that in mind. Moving on. What the Hyper Falcon for 37. Buy the Hyper Falcons if you need Falcons. They are cheaper than the plain Janes. That's interesting. What else we got? DJ, how's that doing? $8, $9. This is what I'm not sure about. I wonder if it's like Falcon in other decks because I figured it was mostly Han, right? I mean, I know it's in Quinlan and Kazuda and stuff, but I feel like DJ would pump back up since they didn't change anything. But oh well, I gotta look at this Hyperspace Dark Raid. 39, 40. That's nuts. I've never actually seen a Hyperspace Dark Raid, which is kind of odd. Everyone I know only has regulars. I think I have one foil, but it's not hyper, so they hate that ship. I think this is a good card. It's cheap, so I guess it's not cheap, but it's not a bad rare from the set, right? Boba. I actually don't like this Boba that much personally, but I guess some people do. Executor, this is overpriced still. I will not spend $2.75 on a 50-cent legendary. So, what else we got? K2. K2's kind of taking a dive. Like I said, hopefully, well, not hopefully, but if Sabine does well, right, they should still be on K2s. Home ones, $9 isn't that bad. It's kind of where they've been forever. I saw what's their name? Ayala's finally going down. This was 12, 14, 15-ish forever, I feel like. Yeah, it was 12 forever. Now we're looking at near mint 9. It's not down a lot, but it's not terrible. I mean, I still don't know if you need to pick it up unless you need it, but moving on though. $5 for a prestige, crazy. This Darth Maul is bad still. Now this is a little bit more surprising. Oh, I guess it's the same price, 248. I was about to say, oh, 148 here, but this has free shipping on over 5. Okay, a buck 48 for this. When you think you're telling me you think Home One's a worse card than Executor, it's crazy. It's crazy work. What else we got? Foil Prestige for 13. It's nuts. Whole one listing for $999.99. Okay, then good luck with that, partner. Change Your Heart never gets any love. Colossus, I already said I think this base is horrible. Uh, I mean, I guess it's hyperspace foil, right? But you ain't ever gonna catch me on this. Key Audi. I still don't know if this has a home, right? I'm not too surprised to see it go down, but oh well. Eject is okay. In testing, the more I've played Eject, unless I was playing Poe specifically, I don't like it. In Poe, it feels okay sometimes, but even then, it's like I have to play a 1-drop in this or nothing in this kind of thing, and it can feel a bit worse. So, in testing, it hasn't been as great as I imagined, but I still like the card. Uh, these legendaries are all terrible. Actually, these two I think are bad. Death Star Plans are Radiant 7. However, I think Invincible could be okay. It's a buck 88. It might be worth owning, or $2 with shipping. It's not that bad. It could find homes in certain spots, right? It is a separatist. In if Trench was any good, it'd obviously go there. But if you're into something else like Twin Suns too, you get 2 bounces. I think that card's okay. What else we got? Spark over there. Iden Versio, Grieve. Oof. Grievous is down in the dump. Still no home for it, so it makes sense. But $5 is crazy for a 4/4 for 3 with no downside. $10 for Prestige Fireball. Got anything else cool? For Cause has been $1 for every Shadowcaster. Just it's kind of too lackluster, I think. Uh, we must be too fresh into the new set for people to think cards can be this cheap. Because they'll get to coaster prices soon, I think, and then you can start buying them. But until then, I wouldn't waste time. So, what else we got? Starhawk. I'm surprised to see Starhawk this low. I think Starhawk's one of the better cards from the set, but I mean, it's just not too many homes right now. They're kind of in no man's land. Basically seeing like hyper versions of things. Tech's still a good card, right? Hey, look, Scramble Fighters. $1.80, okay, or $1.40. I think this card's terrible. Like I said, could never hurt to own something that's cheap, but I would wait till it's like cheap, right? Like, because that for sure will be. Chewbacca is cool. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey, there's the U-Wing hill that I need to die on. Right at the end there. Still think U-Wing's a good card. Green Hero, right? I don't know what Green Hero you're playing, but if you are, U-Wing, goated. But we're gonna wrap things up here. I think we're gonna throw it out to the legend of Market Watch. It is Tarful. Still $1.35. I think it was $1.35 last week too. So Tarful's time's coming. Set 6, baby. I believe in the cause. So yeah, we'll find out. Probably not, but you never know, right? Yeah, that's all I got this time. Appreciate you guys all watching. Drop a thumbs up for me if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below. Let me know what you're buying, what you're selling, whatever it may be. I'm always free to chat. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.